This is 23 Archer Street. It's a property we lived in for a number of years ahead of doing a light renovation. We've decided to do this renovation to lease. We renovated it to reflect that, both in budget and colour scheme, fitment, everything. Our goal was to provide for our tenant lots of natural light and a bright feel. So we've gone with a designer white paint, which gives it a really nice, fresh feeling. Maximising that, we thought, okay, what can contrast really well with the designer white? We thought we'd try the dark joinery this time. The inspiration was actually, I was looking at someone's car mags. They were driving a beautiful white car and it had black mags, and I thought, let's give that a shot and just see what it looks like pen to paper. And we did it, and we thought, okay, that would look quite nice with the fireplace black on the white walls, providing that contrast is really nice. Another challenge we had was in the third bedroom and the ensuite bathroom. There was no natural light in either of those. So we mitigated that by putting a skylight in. The kitchen, we kept in line basically with the original design that was there. The actual layout is identical to what it was before, but it's entirely new joinery. We've implemented drawers. People seem to like drawers these days instead of cupboards with a shelf. We felt having the tower oven, so you have your oven at eye height. That way you're not bending down. Instead of tiling the splashback, we've decided to keep the reconstituted stone going all the way through. Easier to clean, and it just gives that real premium feel to it as well. When you're looking at renovations, you also got to build into your budget a little bit of fat, both in time and in money, because you just never know what you're going to find. We were pretty lucky here. We didn't have any major surprises, but in the past we've found that sometimes when you're stripping things back, you find things that you didn't know could possibly exist, and can sometimes blow the budget. When you're looking at a quote, it's very important to ensure the trade is itemising their service and materials. We engaged a renderer to render the existing Besser block that was there, and we had it measured for a fence. Now, initially we wanted wrought iron in line with heritage and what's in line with some of the older homes in the street. We were quoted wrought iron. We were actually delivered milled steel, which is completely different to wrought iron. Ultimately, we had a few issues with the milled steel because of expansion in the heat. The front gate ripped itself off its hinge. He was pretty good about it. He ended up replacing it and doing it properly, but it wasn't what we were quoted. So I think it's very important when you're looking at your quotes, you maybe ask some questions. If someone says wrought iron, what does that mean? Archer Street was a particularly challenging renovation from a few perspectives, and the main one was skyrocketing costs. None of us anticipated costs to be rising exponentially at the time, and shortage of trades was the other thing, so I ended up doing a lot of it myself. It's actually a really good way to save a lot of money, particularly if you're looking at ways to minimise costs and increasing your return. Sometimes if you have the time or the capability, sometimes doing some of those things for yourself can really benefit down the track.